What's going on, TW fans? Jake here. We're doing another educational video today. Today we're going to show you how to rig a Texas rig. So a Texas rig is a super wide application that you can do tons of different things with. Today we're just going to go over the basic fundamentals and applications of how to rig up a Texas rig. So first thing, it's super easy to rig up. It's really easy to fish. I mean, anyone can go to the lake and rig up a Texas rig, and it's super weedless. So you're not going to have any problem like getting snagged up all the time. You can use just about any type of soft plastic. You can go as finesse as you want or as heavy duty as you want. So we're just going to go over the basic fundamentals and things you need to do to rig up a Texas rig. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to decide if you want to fish a pegged or an unpegged weight. So generally speaking, if you want to fish through heavier cover and brush and grass and things like that, you're going to want to peg your weight. So what that does is it keeps your weight locked up close to your soft plastic and actually takes it down and drags it through the brush, and you get down to where the fish are actually at. If you want to fish an unpegged weight, you're generally going to be fishing more open water and a little bit more sparse cover and less vegetation and stuff like that. And you're going to get a little bit more natural of a presentation with the unpegged weight. Your bait's going to be able to free fall by itself a little bit and get a little bit more subtle presentation. All right, so the next thing you're going to do is slide your bullet weight down your line, so you can use any style of bullet weight you'd like. Just put that on first, let it go down. So we're going to be rigging up an unpegged Texas rig here. Second thing I'm going to do is tie on your hook. You can use any variety of worm hook you like. My favorite for most applications is going to be this Gamakatsu EWG 4/0 hook. I pretty much use this for most of the soft plastics I'm throwing for a Texas rig. And then I'm going to tie a Palomar knot on there. And for more information on if you want to see a more in-depth version of how to tie a Palomar knot, make sure to go to our website and check out our Palomar knot video. But you could tie any type of knot you would like on this rig. So once you get it rigged up, then you're going to trim your tag end off. Next thing you're going to do is rig up your soft plastic. So we're going to rig up a Zoom brush hog here. This is a full-size brush hog. So the first thing you're going to do is take the hook and go into the head of it, and you're going to go down about 1/4 inch and then pop the hook back out. And then you're going to slide the hook, or slide the bait up the shank of the hook, twist the hook around so that now it's facing the back side of the soft plastic, and you're going to measure on there where you want that hook to pierce through the body. And you're going to take the hook point, go through the middle of the body, and then you're just going to pinch the back up here, and you're going to T-expose that hook point. So you're just going to skin hook that little hook point on there so you have a completely weedless profile. And there you got it. So now you have a fully rigged Texas rig. So it's completely weedless. It's great for all types of applications. You can fish up shallow with it. You can fish deep with it. It doesn't really get snagged that much. And just, great for any types of baits you'd like to use in, just a variety of scenarios. So there's tons of different hooks you can use with this as well. The three most common are going to be your 3 different styles of worm hooks. They're going to be your offset round bend hook. These are typically used for kind of your thinner bodied soft plastics, like your straight tail worms, your real thin creature baits, and things of that nature where you don't really have as much plastic that you need to bite through. They hold your bait on there really well. You can T-expose them the same way. They rig up, super weedless and just great for those thinner style soft plastics. Second style we're going to talk about here is that EWG style. That's what we rigged up for our brush hog. So these are going to be best suited for like your bulkier style soft plastics. So brush hogs, creature baits, thick bodied worms, those big oversized soft jerk baits, all kinds of stuff like that. The EWG style hook is going to be the way you want to go, because you have more soft plastic that your hook needs to punch through when the fish bite. You have more plastic that the hook has to travel to get a good bite and good hookup percentage on the fish. All right, the last hook we're going to talk about is the straight shank hook. So typically these are used on your flipping and pitching rig. Right here I got it hooked up to a big bite fighting frog with a pegged weight. So these are going to be best for flipping into brush and vegetation and things like that, using heavier line. And the straight shank hook is going to give you the highest hookup percentage, and it's going to give you more strength than the offset hook. So you're going to be able to get fish out of cover easier, and you're just going to have more power with this hook. But this is a heavy gauge wire, but we have everything from little baby straight shank hooks all the way up to these heavy duty hooks where you need 60, 85 pound braids. So within each hook style, the offsets, the EWGs, There's everything from light wire to super heavy gauge. So just depending on what type of soft plastics you're trying to use, the type of cover you're trying to fish through, you know, how heavy a rod, how heavy a line, and how big a fish you're trying to target, that's going to determine, you know, like how heavy a gauge hook you're going to need for this. All right, next up, we're going to talk about weights a little bit here. So you're going to use a bullet style weight. So we have here a lead bullet weight and we have a tungsten bullet weight. As you can see, the tungsten bullet weight is much smaller, and since it's much smaller and made out of a denser material, you're going to get a more compact profile, and it's going to be a lot more sensitive than your lead bullet weights. The downside of tungsten bullet weights is they're a lot more expensive than lead. You know, with the lead bullet weights, they are bigger, but they are much more cost effective. So if you're doing a lot of fishing from the bank, or you're just fishing through a lot of heavy cover and you're breaking off a lot of weights, you might want to go with the lead weights to save you a little bit more money. All right, thanks for tuning in and watching this how-to video on how to rig a Texas rig. If you learned something in this video, make sure to give us a like. If you have any questions or ideas on other rigging videos you would like us to film, make sure to put a comment below. If you want to watch more videos like this, make sure to go to tacklewarehouse.com.